we at the Ministry of Civil Aviation have also had 3 very eventful years which have been full of major achievements. Some of these achievements are being presented to you today through a booklet which will be shortly unveiled by the Honorable Ministers. Much awaited, the National Civil Aviation Policy 2016, the path-breaking regional connectivity scheme UDAN, and the expansion of India's aviation capacity are some of the major milestones that we reached in the past 3 years. I welcome you on behalf of Ministry of Civil Aviation and Airport Authority of India on this occasion when we celebrate the success of achieved in these 3 years, and needless to say, you all have been an integral part of this journey so far. I would now request Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation kindly share his views on this occasion and also the thought behind coming out this booklet. Thank you.
Good afternoon to begin with. And we have had 3 eventful years, particularly in aviation. We have managed to build up an ecosystem, reshaping the ecosystem for affordable, convenient flying for everyone. Of course, we have removed the 520, which at that particular point of time, everyone in the press was only behind 520. Then we have made a multiple provision for MRO service providers, rationalizing customs duty, simplification of goods, clearances and procedures. Then higher non-aeronautical revenues also is one of the things that have happened in these 3 years. Of course, the route dispersal guidelines have also been rationalized, and trading in seat kilometers is also permitted. Main thing is trying to make flying more affordable. Average airfare in 2016 fell by about 18%. Indian scheduled airlines have carried about 10 crore domestic passengers as against 61.1 crore in 14 financial year, recording almost a 19% growth overall. In this growth itself, we have had 21 months of more than 20% growth. So probably it takes us to be the highest growing in the world, literally. Indian carriers have operated about 496 aircrafts in March 2017, up from 395 in 2014. And a large number of purchases, orders have already been placed by different airlines. Then cargo also, it has registered an impressive growth of 10%. Of course, my personal opinion is here we have a higher potential and we would like to have strategies to harness it. Significant improvements have been made in passenger conveniences, like Air Seva has been launched by the ministry, and it's very active. So that angle is going on. In the last 3 years, the number of complaints per 10,000 passengers has fallen to 1.06. Airlines have been made responsible for refunding tickets bought even through their agents, and enhanced compensation for passengers for cancellation and boarding denial, removal of additional charges for cancellation of tickets in the name of correction, and disabled people, airlines, airports, all these have become more friendly. Of course, in our country, the highlight scheme is the UDAN scheme, regional connectivity. This idea had come out from the BJP manifesto. It was a single sentence there. It took us some time working on it, and the whole team worked hard and brought out this scheme, which is one lot is over already on this thing. So 31 currently served airports, 12 underserved airports, and 27 unserved airports are to get connected 128 RCS routes. About 13 lakh seats have been provided for all this with a subsidy of 205 crore. So this is basically the UDAN scheme as of now. We'll be going in for a second. So the whole thing will grow. It's a continuous thing. And connectivity in our country is going up. We are fortunate that the revival of 50 airports has been announced in the finance minister's budget presentation. And in the next 2 years, we expect 50 airports to get connected with an investment, ballpark investment, roughly 50 to 100 crore, roughly each airport with this thing, about 4,500 crore. So we are working on this also. Basically, we are going into the ease of doing business. 100% FDI has been permitted by our Commerce Department, and the route dispersal guidelines have been rationalized for within our country. Open Skies Services Agreement has been offered to 49 countries and 5 SAARC nations under the National Civil Aviation Policy. Government prior approval is not required for Indian scheduled carriers to enter into code share agreements with foreign carriers. Validity of initial NOCs for scheduled operators, scheduled commercial operators, and non-scheduled operators increased to 36 months. Of course, we have a robust security architecture also. ICAO, they have their security requirements, 99.59% have been implemented, and effective implementation of 99.23%. So our country is probably one of the, security-wise, is one of the safest countries in the world. Then they're also, in a phased manner, they are removing baggage tags from this thing. Well, most countries do not have it, we have it. But in a phased manner, it is going. And we are the only country now, we have given a draft proposal on this no-fly list. It's put on the public domain. And I think we have generated a lot of interest, and we expect suggestions to come in. And on the legislature front, we have enacted the Hijack Act. Anti-Hijack Act. Because we don't want the aircraft to be. Then priority of the government is skill development, and that has also come in here. And we have also recruited and made a ATC 800 ATC controllers. They have been recruited, trained, and placed. Then, why don't you take over?
Sure.
Huh?
Thank you very much, Shri Ashok Gajapathi Raju ji. Thank you very much, Shri Ashok Gajapathi Raju ji. As the Honorable Minister was saying, the last 3 years have seen the complete transformation of the aviation sector in India. Honorable Prime Minister Sahab has said that our efforts are to reform, perform, transform, and then inform. So we are informing right now, but actually we have been very busy over the last 3 years in the reform, perform, and transform parts as well. We've gone over in detail all that has happened in the various sectors, but I want to in particular highlight 4 aspects in the last year that I think have been truly transformational and have really made a huge difference to our aviation sector. Number one, I want to emphasize that in the affordable flying for all, we have reached a situation now where our domestic aviation market now is the 3rd largest in the world. We have almost 500 airplanes in the sky and 654 airplanes have been ordered as well. So the size of our market has dramatically been transformed. We have the 3rd largest domestic aviation market in the world. That's one aspect of transformation that I think needs to be highlighted. The second aspect of the transformation that needs to be highlighted is that we have gone from having 75 airports, which is all that we've achieved in 75 years of civil aviation, to having more than 100 airports now through UDAN. We've added about 27 airports unserved through UDAN. And at the rate at which we are going, our hope is that in India, we will not have 75 airports, but we will have 200 plus airports in operation over the next 10-15 years. So we will really be expanding the size of our aviation network dramatically, and we have to thank UDAN for being able to do that. So that's the second aspect of our transformation. The third aspect of our transformation is what we are doing for airports and airport capacity as a whole. Obviously, we have been working very, very seriously with both the Delhi and Mumbai airports, which are our 2 major airports, to enhance their capacity. As you know, Mumbai is among the most efficient airports in the world already, probably the most single efficient airport when you think of the one runway that it has. Delhi, of course, we've been working as well. We've briefed you all on all the changes that are underway right now in Delhi to expand Delhi's capacity to over 100 million passengers a year. So we are certainly expanding our major airports, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Calcutta as well. But in addition, we are also looking to build both new terminals in some of our existing airports like in Patna and Guwahati, but also additional greenfield airports like in Navi Mumbai, in Goa, and in Pune. So if you look at our capacity that we are adding to airports, that is also going to be dramatically higher than it has been in the past, and that's a very important aspect of our transformation. The fourth aspect of the transformation in the aviation sector that I'd like to highlight is with Air India. Under the tremendous leadership of Shri Ashwani Lohani ji and the entire Air India team, in the last year in particular, Air India has done extremely well. As you know, in 2015-16, for the first time, it generated an operating profit after 10 years. It became a member of the Global Star Alliance. We've had the longest flight between Delhi to San Francisco. We created a world record with an all-women flight that circumnavigated the world. Of course, Air India has been a notable participant in UDAN, and in addition to that, there are a host of destinations that have been added to the Air India network. So part of the transformation has been the work that has been done at Air India, and as you all know, we are considering all alternatives for making Air India into a stronger and even more viable airline. So I'd like to end my remarks here, and of course we will be issuing this booklet which will provide you lots of details on the major achievements as well as all the salient facts associated with the transformation of the aviation sector over the last 3 years. Thank you.
Let them interact.
Sir, the finance minister recently indicated that there will be divestment in Air India, considering that 86% of the capacity is being already serviced by private carriers. So, what is the aviation ministry's view, and what is the future on Air India's revival in this respect?
You see, Niti Aayog has made a recommendation for the course of action for Air India. They have suggested to take steps to make it a strong and viable airline. All courses of action are being examined by us to ensure this. Right now, of course, we can't disclose beyond this point. We have not closed any option.
And sir, a follow-up to this is, ever since the merger of Air India and Indian Airlines starting 2007, there have been questions on the efficacy of the outcome of the merger. And CBI yesterday initiated a preliminary inquiry into losses that have been caused to the exchequer. Do you think more harm has been done than good through the merger? And how do you see this affecting the turnaround plans of Air India?
Effectively, nobody can put the clock back. So keep that aside. And whatever is there, those inquiries will go on, those reports will come, and action will follow.
I'd just like to add something. Every time that there is a merger, there is a strategic logic for the merger, there is a financial logic for the merger, there is an operational logic to the merger. So right now, of course, the investigations are underway to look into all of the financial aspects of the merger. But as far as we can see, the strategic and operational logic that would drive a merger has been difficult to achieve.
सर मैं संतोष कुमार जी बिजनेस और मेरा सवाल ये कर सकते हैं आपसे कि आपने जी बिजनेस से बात करते हुए ये कहा था कि एयर इंडिया के रिवाइवल के लिए स्टेप उठाए जाएंगे, लेकिन वही फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर कहते हैं कि इसमें डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट इसका किया जाएगा, तो इस पर क्या दोनों मंत्रालयों में समन्वय नहीं है, दोनों में कोऑर्डिनेशन?
You see, it's not that everybody, government, departmental approach is an administrative convenience. Government is a totality. So let's not confuse things.
नहीं, माननीय मंत्री जी ने बिल्कुल सही कहा है कि आपको सरकार को एक नज़रिए से देखना चाहिए। ये नहीं है कि सरकार में अलग अलग विभाग हैं और अलग अलग विभाग में अलग अलग विचार हैं। ऐसी बात जो आप उठा रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल गलत है। नीति आयोग से हमें कुछ सुझाव मिले हैं और हम लोगों ने भी एयर इंडिया के साथ बैठकर काफ़ी कुछ अध्ययन किया है कि एयर इंडिया का सुधार किस तरीके से किया जाए और एयर इंडिया की विनिंग स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होनी चाहिए। इस चर्चा में, इस अध्ययन में हम लोग लगे हुए हैं और जैसे माननीय मंत्री जी ने कहा है कि सब जो विकल्प हैं, सब जो हम लोग रास्ते देख सकते हैं, इन सब रास्तों का अध्ययन किया जा रहा है, इनकी एनालिसिस की जा रही है और जैसे ही इस अध्ययन को हम लोग समाप्त करेंगे तो ज़रूर आपके सामने इसको पेश किया जाएगा।
Two quick questions. One thing is that you are mandating Gagan for 2019 for regional carriers. Is that true? And what about regional and general aviation? And another small question.
Can you kindly repeat? Mandated what?
For the domestic carriers to use Gagan.
Oh,
by 2019.
Gagan.
And what about general aviation and regional carriers? Because general aviation will need it more for unserved airports. And what about Qatar Airways coming and perhaps the demise of Air India? Are they interrelated?
Well, I won't do any speculation on what the interrelation is. You are entitled to speculate, not me. But let me tell you one thing. We are proud of Air India. Let me tell you, be clear there. And this type of speculation is not correct. We don't like to put ourselves down. That angle, we are very, very clear. Now, India has achieved this satellite navigation. There are few countries in the world that have it, and India has arrived there. Of course, it means that aircrafts also will have to have this thing, otherwise it can't become operational. So these things have been there, and it's better use of airspace. So we'd like to use our airspace better. Indian scientists are second to none in the world, and they've come up with all this.
But are you mandating it, sir?
It has to be mandated at some point of time. We have to see, because we have to make use of our facility.
So two questions. One on Air India. Till about a few months ago, this narrative was there that we are seeing a turnaround in Air India. Prime Minister spoke about it. You all have also spoken about it. So what led of late there have been incidents where the crew members have behaved badly. Any sort of a provision that's going to be there to punish unruly airlines or unruly crew members, because eventually they just can't come to the statement saying that the passenger was lying. So how do you deal with that situation?
You see, the thing is, passenger friendly centric Air Seva is on there. All airlines on it, all airports are on it. And everywhere, prominently, there's publicity that if you have any problem with anything, please go on to Air Seva. The idea is, the airlines are responding to it, the airports are responding to it. So kindly make use of it. Now, word against word doesn't go and take us anywhere. And we would like to keep Indian skies safe. India's safety record is good. We need to take it forward. Our security record is good, our safety record is good. And Air India's performance parameters has done well, better than in the past. So we don't have to say anything there.
Let me add to what the Honorable Minister just said about Air India. We are very proud of what Air India has accomplished over the last 3 years, particularly in the last year. I went through some of their achievements and highlights that they have accomplished in the last year. Our goal, and I think everyone's goal in this country, is to take what is a national asset for all of us and to make it even stronger and even more successful, and to genuinely be able to create it as a great global airline like we have in Lufthansa or British Airways or Qantas or some of the other very successful global airlines. That is our goal. Now, as I said earlier, we are considering all possible alternatives to be able to achieve that goal. Air India has done well. We think it can do even better. What are the ways in which we can enable it to do even better and to be even more successful? That is the enterprise we are embarked on right now. And I'll just add one more point on the no-fly list. As you know, we issued a draft set of rules for the no-fly list. That is in public consultation mode right now. We have received many inputs to that. Among them are such inputs as to if there are restrictions and there are constraints in terms of passenger behavior, there should be appropriate considerations on the crew side as well. All of this is under consideration right now, and we will come forward with a revised set of rules very shortly.
मंत्री जी, हमारा सवाल आपसे है कि आपने 3 साल का लेखा जोखा किया। 3 साल के लेखा जोखा के अंदर कितनी एयरपोर्ट हैं जिनको आपने मॉडर्नाइज किया, और फर्दर कितनी एयरपोर्ट हैं जिनको आप मॉडर्नाइज करने जा रहे हैं? क्योंकि उड़ान जो है, जो आदमी चप्पल पहनता है उसे जहाज से चढ़ने के लिए, जब तक आपके एयरपोर्ट सही नहीं होंगे, जब तक उस पर काम नहीं होगा, तो उस पर आपने क्या किया?
You see, priority of adding capacity where capacity constraints are there. Of course, government within public sector will not be able to do all the airports in India. I think we have about 17,000 crore improvements in this thing in Indian airports by the AAI itself. Of course, private participation is also being called for, and we are doing our best there. We are working on this. We understand that certain airports have a constraint because their capacities are, the people using that airport is much more than their existing capacities. So they have a plan to add on. Statistically, we can give you the number. That's no problem. It will come. We can give it to you.
माननीय मंत्री जी ने बिल्कुल सही कहा है. आपको ये समझना चाहिए कि जो हवाई अड्डे हैं उनमें जो सुधार आता है वो एक लगातार प्रक्रिया चलती रहती है. ये नहीं है कि हमने कुछ काम किया फिर हम उसे रोक दिए. चाहे वो खाने के हम लोग कुछ अगर वहाँ सुविधाएं दे रहे हैं, या हम लोगों को वॉशरूम्स में सुधार लाना है, जो हम लोग काम करते रहते हैं वो लगातार चलता रहता है. और जैसे जैसे हम लोगों को एयर सेवा या और सब जो सुझाव आते हैं उनसे पता चलता है कि कोई कमियां हैं कि या कोई हम लोग और काम कर सकते हैं, तो उन्हें हम लगातार करते रहते हैं. हम लोगों ने इस किताब में और पूरी तरीके से सब जो डिटेल्स हैं इसमें दिए हुए हैं. जो नए एयरपोर्ट और नए टर्मिनल्स बन रहे हैं उनके बारे में हमने दिया है, लेकिन जो आज के समय जो टर्मिनल्स बने हुए हैं उनमें जो काम चलता है वो लगातार चलता रहता है.
सर, एक छोटा सा सवाल. आप गरीब आदमी को एयरलाइन पर बिठाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हर एयरपोर्ट पे इतने प्राइजेस हाई से हर आदमी एक पानी या समोसा खाना चाहता है तो 80 रुपये का 150 रुपये का समोसा है, वहाँ कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है, इस पर हमारे ऊपर क्या है?
ये जो है आपका सुझाव वो सोशल मीडिया में भी और एयर सेवा में भी अब बहुत बार आया है कि कई सारी जो वस्तुएं हैं वो काफ़ी महंगी हैं। हम लोगों ने कोशिश ये किया है कि हर एयरपोर्ट में वेंडिंग मशीन भी हो, और वेंडिंग मशीन में आप बस थोड़ा सा पैसा देकर, चाहे वो 10 या 20 रुपए हो, वो आप देकर आप पानी का आप उससे अपनी व्यवस्था आप चला सकते हैं, या अगर खाने का भी उसमें वेंडिंग मशीन से मिल सकता है तो वो भी आपको दिया जा सकता है। लेकिन आपको मालूम होना चाहिए कि कहीं भी कोई भी अगर आपको कोई सार्वजनिक कोई आप स्थल पे हैं, चाहे वो रेलवे स्टेशन हो या एयरपोर्ट हो, तो वहाँ एक रेंज होता है। कम दाम में भी आपको चीज़ें वेंडिंग मशीन वगैरह से भी मिल सकती हैं, पर महंगे भी रेस्टोरेंट्स होते हैं। तो आपको तय करना चाहिए कि आप कहाँ से जाकर, आपको अगर पानी चाहिए या कुछ खाने पीने के लिए चाहिए, वो आप वेंडिंग मशीन से लें या कोई महंगे रेस्टोरेंट से लें। लेकिन अगर आप कम से कम दाम में लेना चाहते हैं तब आप वेंडिंग मशीन से उसको आप प्राप्त कर सकते हैं।
जितने भी आउटलेट हैं सारे ब्रांडेड कंपनी के हैं, जो स्मॉल जो लोग हैं 20 रुपए 30 रुपए का तो सवाल ही
नहीं तो आप
कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइज चीज लीजिए,
जहाँ
आपके
जहाँ
सब
जिस जिस एयरपोर्ट में वेंडिंग मशीन वगैरह नहीं है, हमारे पूरे प्रयास यही हैं, प्रयत्न यही है कि हम वेंडिंग मशीन भी वहाँ दिलवाएं।
दूसरी बात ये है,
Yes,
वेंडिंग
see.
मशीन में वो प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट रखते हैं, जैसे पानी बिस्लरी आपको 15 रुपए 20 रुपए में 1 लीटर मिल जाएगा, वो रखेंगे वेदिका आपको 40-50 रुपए मिल जाएगा हिमालयन। इसी तरह सारे प्रोडक्ट में प्रीमियम रेंज
You see, this is an interaction. If you have any, please, any complaint against any specific airport, you may kindly this thing. Please don't hijack this press conference.
That question remain answered, sir. Can we just
एक सेकंड प्लीज, उनको हम
Okay. Yes, please.
So have you received any proposal from Qatar for launching an airline in India? And
We have we have not received anything. We are not speculating like you.
Okay,
Huh?
okay. And
Okay.
regarding Air India, is outright privatization amongst the options that you are considering?
You see, we have told you about Air India. Do we really have to change anything? You have any suggestion, you give it.
सर
Huh?
एयरक्राफ्ट परचेज स्कैम में सीबीआई ने जो एफआईआर फाइल की है, क्या मिनिस्ट्री के लेवल पर भी उसमें ऑफिशियल्स पर कोई जांच आप लोग कर रहे हैं?
You see, the CBI's, whatever the CBI does, let them do it. We will cooperate with them. We have nothing else to say on that.
सर इन 3 सालों में क्या कोई ऐसी कंप्लेंट आप लोगों के पास आई जो प्रॉफिट मेकिंग रूट्स हैं वो उसको लेकर सीबीआई की जांच कर रही है?
You see, what all you're talking is a thing of the past. It's come out from the courts. You know it, I know it. Huh?
3 years is the important. 3 years.
In 3 years, we have not generated any scam. We have no intention to generate a scam. And I can tell you, this government is going to work honestly.
सर एक सवाल पीछे सर, आपने कहा कि ग्रीन एयरपोर्ट्स में पुणे और नवी मुंबई तो ऑपरेशनलाइज करने का प्लान कब तक है और क्या वो ऑन शेड्यूल है?
You see, greenfield airports, Navi Mumbai is one that he has, MOS has mentioned. The state government is interested in promoting it. We are interested in helping the state government. Similarly, wherever anybody has come forward with, be it Mopa, be it Bhogapuram, be it other places, we are willing to work with them. We want more infrastructure.
MROs, how you have relaxed the rules. So have more companies like Airbus and others approached you regarding setting up MROs? And the second point, sir, there have been certain issues regarding slot constraints at most of the metro airports. So connecting regional areas to bigger cities, how do you see that doing?
You see, there are problems. They're not that there are no problems. Like, say, Navi Mumbai it's not Navi Mumbai. Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport, Mumbai. It's effectively an old cross.